if you were watching and it got cut off, but I guess the system broke down. All right, so we're gonna do it again. Welcome to Jablam Sports presentation of our NBA playoffs. Game 4s tonight. It's day 8, and first on tap we have the Raptors versus Brooklyn. Game 4 in Brooklyn, and then later on we have Milwaukee at Orlando, Clippers at Dallas, and Lakers at Memphis. Go to our website, jablamsports.com, to see all stats, schedules, and information. All right, let's go straight to this game, Game 4. Enjoy, folks.
Coming up next, the Nets taking on the Raptors. For the Brooklyn Nets, the Game 3 loss was a gut punch for them and this crowd. They're ready to make amends tonight. Raptors, Nets, round 1 of the NBA playoffs. It's Game 4 of the Eastern Conference quarterfinals. Glad you could join us today. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and we'll have David Aldridge filling us in from the sideline. D.A., take it away.
Well, Kyrie Irving rediscovered his maternal lineage with the White Mountain family of the Standing Rock Sioux tribe. He lost his mother at a young age, and by connecting with her roots, he's found a piece of himself. The tribe gave him the name Little Mountain. Kevin?
Great story, D.A. Thank you. So let's take a look at the Toronto Raptors starting lineup. On the wings, Powell and Anunoby. Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. And it's Lowry in at the point. And for the Nets, Allen is out there with Jordan. Then there's Karis LeVert. And it's Vincent in at the 3 slot. The Raptors off the tip. Here is Lowry. The pass to Powell. Back to Lowry. Pulls it up. Rebound, Brooklyn. They are still stinging from the loss on Thursday.
I'll tell you, they played hard, they drew fouls, but they could not convert at the line.
And that can drive guys absolutely crazy. I mean, they know they're better free throw shooters than that, but just did not get it done from the line.
My goodness, how about that miss? I mean, that's 2 easy points that they just given away.
Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And what a take from Lowry, using that quickness to just blaze to the rim.
We play just over a minute here in the first, and they call an illegal screen here.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Uses the glass to finish the layup. Lowry's got his second basket.
A veteran guard with a knack for penetrating defenses. Lowry can pretty much get any shot he wants.
Passes it to LeVert. There's the triple. Offensive rebound, Jordan. Good D by Siakam.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
That's exactly how it should be done. Get the bump, concentrate on the shot, and you'll get the bucket too.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. It's LeVert on the wing. Pass to Jordan. A floater. It's rebounded by Anunoby.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first make.
And Rodion Kurucs picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Here's Lowry, and another basket for Toronto.
Boy, they're on fire right now, cooking with gas, starting this one out 4-5.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Pass to Allen. And here's LeVert. Shot clock at 6. Jordan trying to free himself up. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
LeVert against Powell. The shot by Lowry, no good. Nets trail by 9. Vincent passes to Jordan. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. A nice shot by LeVert.
Karis LeVert, one of my favorite young players in the league. He's hard to guard because he's got a quick release, and he's very confident in his ability.
Powell, the pass to Lowry. Lets it go from the wing. And it's off the back rim, no good.
Total breakdown from the defense there. I mean, he'll usually take advantage when that's the case.
And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. Both teams decided to change it up. Raptors leading by 6. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Harris against Davis. Harris passes to Jordan. Dinwiddie outside. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots over Van Vliet. Bank shot. No good. Here's Toronto now. They're on a 12-3 run right now. Stolen away. 1:51 left to play in the first quarter. Outside Jordan. Back to Dinwiddie. Over Gasol. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out.
Tell you what, guys, you give him these opportunities, and Dinwiddie, with his shoot-first mindset, he's going to fire away.
Here's Siakam. Gasol trying to free himself up. Siakam, good.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
Boucher is checked in. A minute 20 left to play here in the first. Outside Irving. Shoots over Van Fleet. And it's Irving missing.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And it's Davis missing. Nets trail by 9. Dinwiddie outside. There's 48 seconds left in the first. Prince misses.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Now, here's Gasol. Here's Van Fleet. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Irving finds Dinwiddie. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. The pass to Claxton. 5 on the clock. Nobody near Irving. And again, it's the Nets missing. And here is Davis. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's Toronto ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. And you have to credit their defense for the job they've been doing against Irving. Kyrie's been almost invisible out there, and we don't say that very often. We'll get right back to the action when we return. One of the league's best point guards, Kyrie Irving, had this to say about his competition.
2011, I came into a league where the point guard position was still being revolutionized, and now guys are solidifying that spot every single year. There are young guys coming in, but now we have established point guards that are franchise-changing point guards. And for me, having that competitive drive every single game, I know I'm going against an elite point guard every single game. So I think that now coming into the league, it's a lot different than it was before.
Some say, Greg, a golden age at the point guard position.
Yeah, and Irving right there with the best of them. He embraces the challenge.
And we welcome you back to Game 4 on 2K Sports. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
Really some great drives to the basket here early on for these guys.
Another thing they've been doing so far tonight is knocking down the jump shot.
So on the floor for Toronto to start this second quarter. Red Van Vliet out there with Davis. And it's Marc Gasol. Then it's Pascal Siakam. And it's Boucher in at the 4 spot. Dinwiddie wide open. Prince's shot is good.
Hey, the unselfishness there by Dinwiddie, you love it. He's all about doing what's best for the team.
And so Van Fleet will bring it up for Toronto. Plays it up and banks it in.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Irving passes to Claxton. Dishes it to Dinwiddie. And no good that time. So the Raptors will take it the other way. Siakam looking around. Outside Gasol. Davis in the corner. Shoots over Dinwiddie. And too long on the shot. Nets trail by 7. Harris drives in. And Gasol sends it back.
You really got to admire the reach of Gasol. He's excellent at utilizing those long arms of his to turn away shots.
That's tipped. Now Siakam. Toronto needs to get off his shot. Passes it to Boucher. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Boucher's got the lead up to 9 now for Toronto. Timeout called the Nets.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
out there on the floor for the Nets. A new group in now for the Raptors. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Gasol. OG Anunoby comes in for Pascal Siakam. Powell, he's checked in for Davis. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Fred VanVleet. Now here's LeVert. No good that time. Ibaka with some nice D. Lowry drives in, kicks to Powell. Lets it go from deep. Rebound, Brooklyn. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game. The free throw drops for Powell. Both good from the line that time.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe, he's going to cash in more than not.
Here's Karuch, still looking for his first bucket in this one. Now the Raptors moving it up. Lowry leading the charge. That one goes in. Powell's got 7 points.
And, you know, Lowry looks to set up his open teammates beautifully. Nice dime there, and it really keeps the team tied together nicely.
Here's Karuch. Here's Pinson. Jordan high post. Shot clock at 5. Here's Karuch. Boucher with the rebound.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Here's Powell. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
And if it doesn't, this is only going to get uglier. I mean, that's no way to defend a player of his caliber.
The free throw drops for Powell. Nets trail by 14. LeVert with it. Pass to Jordan. Here's Karuch. And he converts the layup.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Raptors have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Boucher kicks to Powell. Here's the teardrop. That one's not going to go. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. To the paint. Here's Allen. Goes back up. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And they haven't worked it inside as much as they did earlier in the game. Now that they have the lead, they don't seem as determined to pound it down low.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And that one falls for Allen.
Well, a stalwart defender who knows his strengths on offense. I mean, Allen is a fantastic two-way threat, and he wants to get better. This is a guy whose future is bright.
So, timeout called here, the first for Toronto. Here's Lowry. Count that as his fourth basket of the night. Just 7 shots to get there.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Timeout called, the Nets.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
Raptors on defense. They've led by as many as 14 points. 1:05 left to play here in the second quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. LeVert from outside. They get it back.
Yeah, Jordan is aggressive as a rebounder. He uses his massive body, athleticism, and long arms to wreak havoc on the glass.
Now here is Lowry. He's got 8. Here's Anunoby. Off target with his 3. Nets trail by 9. It's LeVert on the wing. Guarded by Powell. LeVert the pass to Jordan. And it's blocked. And he gets it back. A second chance effort. Back to LeVert. From deep three-point range, Jordan. And there's Jordan putting it right back in. Jordan's got 4 points this quarter.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by.
But only if you grind hard enough to get yourself in tight before the shot goes up, guys. You got to get your work done before the shot is attempted.
And the first half is now in the books. Toronto ahead. They lead by 7. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Kyle, a good first half for you all. How do you continue that for the rest of the game?
We got to come out with our energy. We're going to come out and play our game and keep going out there and pushing. Our defense and everybody's rotating, so we're playing together right now.
We'll see if you stay connected in the second half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
And now, the
2K Sports Halftime Show.
And hello again. What a showing tonight. A sold-out building is where the action is happening. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. For the Raptors, they put in a great performance so far in Game 4. The importance of this game and their effort have been very apparent. And if they're able to put another good half of basketball in and take a 3-1 lead tonight, they'd be in a nearly unstoppable position to take the series. And let's get your thoughts, big fella, on the Raptors.
Well, the offense is running on all cylinders. Guys are focused, executing, not playing outside of themselves. That's why their shooting percentage was so high. See it up there in the stratosphere. Anyway, they're mixing things up, which keeps the defense scrambling.
And Kenny, what are your thoughts on Brooklyn?
Poor efficiency on offense. That's what jumps out at me. You're not going to win many games shooting under 35%. Bad shot selection, too much one-on-one play, not finishing with authority. Now, these are correctable errors. They could choose to come out in the second half and completely flip that script.
And that's all we have for now. Tell the folks goodbye, Shaq. Tell the folks goodbye,
Goodbye.
Kenny. Goodbye. Let's go to Kevin Harlan.
Well, it doesn't get much better than playoff basketball. Let's get back to the action here in round one. Nets trail by 7. Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. They've got Jared Allen. Caruch is out there with LeVert. Then it's Jordan. And it's Pinson in at the small forward. The Nets have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. And the first one at the line is good. That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Raptors leading by 5. Now here's Powell. And it's good off the back rim and in. Powell's got 12 in the game. Nets shooting at a 32% clip from the field. They're just not executing. Pass to Caruch. And here's LeVert. And the pass to Jordan. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist. And that's now 6 points for DeAndre Jordan. Now Siakam. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Pops it up for Jordan. It's blocked. That one's good, and the Raptor lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Allen.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Here's Anunoby. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Jordan with some nice D.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And Greg, we've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Here's Caruch. And it's Toronto with the rebound.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
It's good. He's got 10.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
Timeout. Starting.
With some changes. Marc Gasol is checked in for Ibaka. Davis comes in for OG Anunoby. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Kyle Lowry. Irving's shot is good. Here's VanVleet. Inside. And Siakam throws it down.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
Here's VanVleet following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Outside Gasol. Three-pointer. Good, and VanVleet gets the assist. 6 points for Marc Gasol.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
Not many empty trips for this group. It seems everything's falling for him this half.
Now, here is Irving. He has 6. Claxton the pass to Dinwiddie, and it's Norman Powell with the foul. That's his first foul. Harris is checked in for DeAndre Jordan. For 3, Harris. The shot will not fall.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Siakam outside. Three-pointer, and the Raptors hit again from deep.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Nets trail by 11. Outside Irving. Pass to Harris. Here's Claxton, covered by Siakam. Out to the right wing. Here's Dinwiddie. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And the dunk by Powell.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
And Irving is comfortable running the offense. When a teammate's open, he's quick to whip it around and get him a good look.
Toronto calls timeout.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
The Nets making a switch here. Allen's checked in. The Raptors also with a sub. Boucher is checked in. And there's 1:45 left in the third. Cloak loose. Now here's VanVleet, covered by Irving. And it's Davis missing. And so it's Dinwiddie who brings up the ball for the Brooklyn Nets, trailing by 10. And the foul called on Pascal Siakam. That's his first foul. Here's Irving. He's got 6. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
And the mid-range shot of Irving is impressive. He has wonderful form with that shot.
Toronto leading by 8. Siakam, right side. There's 57 seconds left in the third. Yes, that goes in. Siakam's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Irving can't hit. Toronto, they've gone 8 of 10 shooting here in the second half. Very strong. And Siakam throws it down.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
Dinwiddie against Davis. Dinwiddie kicks to Allen. He dishes it to Irving. And he uses the glass on the layup. Irving's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Okay, nice job here in the second half. Field goal percentage is way up from what it was at halftime when it was just barely above 30%.
Here's Siakam to the left side wing. Here's Van Vliet. Can't nail the jumper. And so it's Toronto with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We come back right after this. And we're happy to have you back for more playoff basketball here in round one. Raptors leading by 10. On the court for Toronto to start the fourth. We've got Fred Van Vliet. Also Lowry out there. Anunoby out there with Ibaka. And it's Boucher in at the four-man position. Now here is Ibaka. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Boucher. And the basket by Lowry. Lowry's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Raptors.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
LeVert against Lowry. LeVert the pass to Allen. Here's Dinwiddie. No good that time. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. Lowry against LeVert. Lowry drawing the double team. From the baseline. Anunoby, good. Anunoby's got the lead up to 14 now for the Raptors.
And what an assured player. Anunoby believes in his ability to shoot the ball off the catch.
Back to Dinwiddie. Pass to Harris. Here's Caruch. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Dinwiddie with the bucket.
And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break.
Here's Boucher. Here's Van Vliet. And Ibaka slams it in.
And not the most flamboyant dunker, but Ibaka goes to the rack with rude intentions nonetheless.
LeVert finds Dinwiddie. And he banks in the layup. Dinwiddie's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, the first half was one to deep 6 or forget. But in the second half, he's looked a lot better.
Here's Lowry. Boucher passes to Lowry. Here's Anunoby to the inside. Here's Boucher, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a three-point opportunity.
Full throttle, pedal to the metal, attacking basketball. I like that.
Hey, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Raptors?
Take a break.
Boy, guys, I really like how they've driven the ball to the basket in this game. I mean, they've been very aggressive with it.
And I also love the way they move the basketball. Their passing has been outstanding here in the second half.
And he knocks down the first one. Norman Powell's checked in for the Raptors. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Nets trail by 14. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Allen outside. Here's Jordan. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And this spot has always been Jordan's biggest drawback. He's never been able to make his free throws at even a modest rate, and teams are never afraid to put him on the line.
Free throw good, Jordan. The Raptors making a switch here. Siakam's checked in. Good on both. Lowry with the ball. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. To the middle. Deflects the pass. Stolen by LeVert. Here's Garuch. There's the pass to Jordan. Shoots over Powell. And the Nets miss again.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
A shot by Lowry. Wide open. And again, Toronto no up. Nets trail by 12. Down low. Here's Allen. And it's Allen slamming it down.
Boy, Karis LeVert has done a nice job elevating his playmaking ability, which helps him and his team.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Lowry from outside. LeVert grabs the miss. The Nets have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Inside, Powell with the steal. Ibaka outside. 1:52 left in the fourth quarter. 5 to shoot. Here's Lowry. The rebound by the Nets. Jordan's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Passes to LeVert. Here's the 3. Drills it from outside. LeVert's got it back down to within single digits for the Nets.
You know, these are exactly the shots, guys, the coaching staff wants LeVert to take because they know it gets him going.
LeVert against Powell. Lowry from outside. Made that one as the 7th of the contest. 7 for 15 from the floor.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Timeout called. The Nets. They're trailing by 10. There's 1:17 left in the fourth quarter. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kyle Lowry.
And I love that it's been a hard-charging performance. Jump shots have been kind of an afterthought. His main goal has been to attack the rim and put the D in some tough spots and also finishing strong.
And Greg, to play like he has under the most intense circumstances here in the playoffs makes it all the more remarkable. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Alden.
Thanks, Kevin. Kenny Atkinson had some words for his team during the break. Told his guys, this is it. We need one final push here. Everyone working together. Let's go get these guys. He also talked about making smart plays with the ball. Kevin, you can't have any mistakes at this point of the game.
All right, thank you, David.
You know, guys, I like the way Dinwiddie uses his body and strength. I mean, he doesn't have a problem overcoming physical defense.
Now here's Powell. Pass to Siakam. Over Allen. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested. Yeah, you got to respect the athletic reach of Jordan now. Throw it up, and he will bash in the alley-oop.
Here's Siakam following the basket by DeAndre Jordan. The shot misses. Excellent D there from Allen.
No time to waste on this possession.
Got to go right up with it and then foul immediately.
Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Jordan trying to free himself up. It's in! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Stepping up and capitalizing in a big way at a critical time. Spencer Dinwiddie doing work.
Toronto calls timeout. They're up by 3. We've got 22 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Intentionally, they're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
And the Raptors call time here. They're ahead by 3. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. So it's Toronto now. They've led by as many as 14 points, and that's an intentional foul.
Shoot 2.
It's the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Second one is good, hitting both at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
And that makes it a 2-possession game now. Those could turn out to be vital free throws.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. They're down by 5. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Nineteen seconds left in the fourth. LeVert kicks to Allen. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Siakam.
Earning a trip to the stripe that time. Allen constantly on the move, which makes him hard to guard.
At the line for 2. Good on the first, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. He hits both from the stripe.
And that makes it a 1-possession game, guys. Got to be the biggest free throws of the game thus far.
And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
break. Take a break. 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So it gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
Good composure from the line there. Those shots sealed it.
Pinson passes to LeVert. Here's Dinwiddie, and the foul called on Jared Allen. That'll be foul number 5 on him, and due to the bonus, we'll be headed to the free throw line. And the foul called on Jared Allen. And so he's picked up his final foul. He will sit for the rest of this game.
Obviously upset to have to take a seat here, but at this point, I don't think it'll have an impact. The game's probably out of reach anyway.
He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game. And so it's the Raptors winning this one. And now they're sitting on a commanding 3-1 lead. They've grabbed this series by the throat, Greg.
And Kevin, I don't think they're going to let it go. You could see the determination they had tonight. They don't want to drag this series out. They want to get this thing over with.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Mark. It seemed like you guys came out early, you wanted to jump on them, and that would control the game. Was that what was going on?
Yes, and we started out that way, and that was lift away a little bit. So, we're learning, we're getting better, and it's a process.
You guys really coming together. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Well, that'll do it for now. Glad you could join us during this first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you later.
All right, the Raptors had a big lead there, and then Brooklyn made it close in that fourth quarter. Raptors win Game 4. They lead the series 3-1. You can go to our website, jablamsports.com, to check out all the series information, the stats for every game, every team, and the league leaders, and our schedule. Coming up, we've got 3 games still tonight. It's Game 4, folks. Night 8, Game 4 is all night. Next is